Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. So glad you could join us on this Saturday night. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. Taking a look at Philadelphia, their season filled with ups and downs, 10th right now in the conference.
Well, I think for the Sixers, they had the kind of hot and cold start that we've kind of come to expect. Nothing that would indicate they're in for any kind of a breakout season.
And, perhaps with a roster move or two later on, they can start to break out of that pack.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. We've got Joel Embiid, and it's Tyson in at the 3 slot. And for the Warriors, Porter is out there with Curry. Then there's Brown. Then it's Michael Porter. And Gay is in at the 5 down low. The three-point shot, so important in today's NBA and a major part of the game plan, Greg, for both of these teams.
And we can expect to see a high volume of shots from beyond the arc in this one. I'm looking for whichever squad is able to create more havoc and throw the opposing shooters off their rhythm.
Curry finds Porter. Misses from close range. Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a win against the Clippers in L.A. Pass to McCain. Now here is Hachimura. And here's Embiid, guarded by Curry. Just 5 to shoot. That one is good from Joel Embiid.
Embiid, such a monster on the inside. He puts a lot of pressure on you.
Here is Porter. What a tremendous game he played against the Clippers. Outside Curry. His 3-pointers off the mark. Here's McCain. Guarded by Porter. McCain's shot is off.
Boy, that's a look. He has to finish, and he knows it. Lone opportunity.
Porter looking it over. The shot that time, not on target. Good D by Embiid.
Early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now still trying to find its way.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Now here's Curry. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
That's a quick 0 for 4 now. At what point do you call a timeout and reset?
Pass to Tyson. Now here's Embiid. Some stats for him. He averages over 21 points a game. Time now to turn to our side. Sideline reporter David Aldridge. David.
Well, Kevin, Steve Kerr gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. We talked about the game plan for Joel Embiid. He told me Embiid might be the hardest matchup in the league. We just have to try to make things difficult on him and make him work for every point. We'll see if they're up to it, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Pass to Grimes. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Warriors trail by 5. Outside Curry. Porter with it. The kick out to Porter. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
That's a great response from Porter Jr. Taking those 3 points right back.
Pass to Hachimura. Here's Embiid. Gay with the rebound. And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. And here's Porter. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Outside Porter. Golden State moving it around. Golden State needs to get off a shot. He can't hit that time. 76ers have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Well, Michael Porter Jr. is one of the premier shooters in the NBA.
And that size that he brings to that sweet stroke makes it hard to get to a shot. 6'10", shoots it with confidence, shoots it with great fluidity. And, man, is he special. And he's worked through some injury trouble early in his career. And now he's one of the more lethal front court players in the league on the perimeter. Hachimura putting pressure on the defense. That's exactly what they want to get out of it.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
This season, 88% on the line, so he has been in a comfort zone.
We've seen some obvious improvement in his free throw shooting since last year.
First free throw is good. And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking. I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. The 2K leaderboard is on the screen now to reveal the dominant scores in the NBA over the last month. Third is Stephen Curry.
What a performance offensively. Something has really clicked with his game over this stretch.
Here is Porter. He's a player that you can only hope to slow down as he averages nearly 28 points a game. Now here's Porter. Puts up a three, and that's good. Stephen Curry for three.
That's Curry's game. I mean, you can't give him a sliver of daylight out there.
Pass to Tyson. Hachimura with it. Here's Grimes. Another miss by Philadelphia. Now Curry. Opponents have had no luck trying to contain him. He's averaging a staggering 34 points a game. Porter in the corner. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Tipped away. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound.
Let's take a look here at the numbers for Porter. He's been dominant over the last month. He's around 30 points per clip, 10 assists, and 6 rebounds. It's hard to wrap your head around numbers like these, but that is just what he delivers night in and night out.
You know, it's so easy for us to take him for granted, to get spoiled with what he does. I think we've got to be more appreciative of the kind of impact this man has in every game he plays.
The Warriors making a switch here. Markkanen's checked in. Right block shot. Nice touch on the back shot. Here's McCain. He had 25 points last game. Pass to Grimes. Here's McCain. Guarded by Curry. Here's Grimes. Here's Embiid. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels him.
Well, free throw drops for Embiid. And Joel Embiid is a giant center. Clark, his size, his arm span. How does his sheer size, do you think, affect the game?
Well, he's a mountain of a man. Not only is he tall, he's wide, and he's deep, too, Kevin. In other words, he's hard to get around. And he's also hard to challenge because he's north and south. So, and you factor in his touch. This guy does things that I've not really seen a guy of his size do, particularly when you talk about pity-patting the dribble and knocking down face-up jumpers all the way out to the three-point line. It should almost be unlawful for a guy north of 3 bills to be doing that. Just straight tricking the defender with the shot fake. This is how it's done.
And now, a developing story in the NBA. Let's now go wide to Shams Charania, who is checking in with the details. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Thank you, Kevin. Things are happening for New Orleans. The Pelicans front office as we get closer to the trade deadline. They made a deal for Tyler Hero, a guy who plays with absolutely no fear. He's ultra confident, but he almost always backs it up. And from everything I hear, he's a fiery competitor who brings a lot to the table for this team.
Thanks so much for the report, Shams. Here is Porter after the made shot from Joel Embiid. Outside Curry. Drills it from outside. Curry's got 8 points.
Yeah, with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Here's McCain. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game. Right now. Here's Embiid. Nice follow through on the fadeaway. Embiid's got the game tied up here for Philadelphia.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
Porter passes to Curry. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And Greg, when you're facing the front of a back-to-back, how much does that affect you as a player?
Before and after the game, for sure, it's on your mind. But once the whistle blows, you have to live in the moment. You can bet the coaches are very aware of it.
First one falls for him.
Boy, how consistently good Steph's been over the course of his career. Really remarkable. What a teammate, what a leader, what a player.
The Warriors making a switch here. Watson's checked in. Okoro's checked in for Philadelphia.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Now here is Hachimura. He's tightly guarded. Embiid That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Pass to Markkanen. Now Curry. Pulls it from the elbow. And yes, it's good. He's got 12.
Guys, this has been an incredible performance this quarter. I mean, he's getting the ball where he likes it and wants it and just going to work.
Now here's Embiid. And it's out of bounds. Nice touch by Curry.
6th in opponent points, and they are in the top 10 in three-point shooting. Just enough touch from beyond to keep you honest.
And to have the fewest turnovers in the league, I know that's a stat that would make any coach happy. Pass to Okoro. There's the triple, and there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Last outing for Golden State, they won that game against the Clippers.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
And it was funny, the road arena didn't bother them at all. I mean, they locked in, focused, and executed, and got it done.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Joel Embiid talks about leading his team. He said, I've been guarded so many different ways, I feel like I've seen everything, and I know how to attack everything. For me, it's all about how do I bring everyone along with me. You can't win alone. It's just about playing together and involving everybody. Kevin?
And you've got to involve everybody. All right, D.A., thanks. 6 to shoot. Pass to Markkanen. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got his 4th rebound in this one. It's Edwards on the wing. He's defended by Podziemski. A nice shot by Embiid.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Now here's Porter, covered by Okoro. Curry can't get it to go. The 76ers trail by 3. And here is Okoro. 17 points for him last game against Sacramento. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Embiid is unstoppable, just too strong for the defense, no matter what they throw at him.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Warriors?
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And another thing, Coach will be thrilled with the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
The constant evolution of Embiid's game, really impressive. A credit to his work ethic. He continues to get better, becoming a bigger threat with his improved arsenal.
Here's Podziemski. He has yet to score. Porter, no luck.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Grimes passes to Jackson. And here's Embiid. We've got 1:48 left here in the first quarter. That one drops for him.
Embiid with a major contribution thus far. He's a guy that can carry his team.
Podziemski with it. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Now, here's Watson. He's covered closely. Larkin in a screen on Jackson. Watson for 3. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebound.
Joel Embiid.
They look strong here in the early going.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through.
And that's an alley-oop that'll be loop-to-loop all day long on the highlight reel.
And there's the bucket for Markkanen.
And the quick trigger of Markkanen is impressive. He got such a fluid release, too, especially on these catch-and-shoot jumpers.
Pass to Okoro. Edwards with it. Now here's Embiid. 17 points in the game.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
17 seconds left in the first quarter. Porter kicks to Watson. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Now, Okoro. And it's good, 2 points. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. 76ers lead by 3. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from San Francisco. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Philadelphia.
Early on, we've seen them throwing their weight around in the low post, scoring a lot of points with physical, forceful play.
And another key for them tonight, attacking the basket. Taking it right to the hoop, never a bad idea.
Philadelphia leading by Brown. He's checked in for Golden State. Porter comes in for Karis LeVert. And the 76ers making a change here. And so in the game for the 76ers, we've got Okoro. Edwards is out there with Joel Embiid. And it's Grimes in at point guard. Now here's Porter. Back to Podziemski. Pass to Porter. Shot clock at 5. With the shot. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
He just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
And I like it. Some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in there, but for me, I don't mind a little extra.
So it's the Warriors now. 76ers getting the bucket. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
Pass to Tyson. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Embiid. Shakes him. It's hauled in by Brown. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Warriors. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter.
Boy, nice read by Porter Jr. that time, scanning the floor and getting his teammates involved.
Now, here's Okoro. He's defended by Podziemski. He gets that one.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Pass to Porter. Back to Podziemski. Here is Porter. He has 5. On the wing, Markkanen. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
And, that's all about effort, and I'm sure their coach let them have it for the lack thereof. Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
And here's Porter. Outside, Porter fires from deep. No good there. that time.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Stephen Curry's checked in for Brandon Podziemski. And let's now take a look at some of the numbers for Stephen Curry.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
It's Porter outside. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got 8 rebounds in this game. Too tough inside.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Porter with it. 5 points in the game. Outside Curry. 6 on the shot clock. Curry on the drive. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Curry's got 17.
Certainly not the biggest guy on the floor, but Curry has plenty of grit and determination behind his drive.
Here's McCain. Off target from outside.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Now here's Porter. Pass to Markkanen. Jacks up a 3. Oh, Curry so accurate from three-point range.
Boy, he strikes again from range. His 4th in this game after draining 3 in the first period.
Here's Grimes. Embiid the screen. Grimes with the bucket. Grimes has got a pair of triples in the second now for the 76ers.
He's certainly starting to heat up from outside. That's his 3rd for the game, his 2nd in this quarter.
And what I love about Markkanen, he takes care of the basketball. And that's a result of being patient, playing smart, and just generally getting his points within the flow of the offense.
After having none in the first, he gets 2 3-point shots to go here.
Here's Tyson. He's guarded by Markkanen. Shot by Grimes. No good. Golden State's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown.
Their 3rd three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Pass to Embiid. Goes up the baseline. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Brown's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Porter dishes to Curry. And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. There's some of the tricks of the trade in that regard.
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, you know, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
When you talk about shot mechanics, Curry is as close as you can get to perfect. I mean, you can tell he puts a lot of work into that part of his game, and it pays off.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Peyton Watson comes in for Markkanen, and it's Brandon Podziemski in for Michael Porter. And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. Looking for a breather, and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about.
Also show up in the top 5 in free throw shooting. That gives you some stability
particularly at the end of games.
And you brought up their ranking in blocks. They commit those big bodies down low, Greg, and don't let any shot go unchallenged inside. Here's McCain. Now Embiid. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And he's got ideal position inside. I mean, Embiid goes right into the contact. He hunts it out.
The 76ers haven't yet missed a free throw. 5 for 5. And he makes the first. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Curry deciding where to go with it. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Embiid's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Here's Podziemski. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Inside. Brown. Good. Brown's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Over to the wing. Here's Tyson. He's defended by Podziemski. Here's McCain. And it's blocked. And here's Porter. 8 points for him. Brown with it. Outside Curry. Launches a three. Rebound by the 76ers. 1:33 left here in the second. Pass to McCain. Here's Tyson. He's defended by Podziemski. Outside Jackson. Here's Okoro. Drains it from beyond the arc. Okoro's got 7.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Brown the pass to Watson. Curry with a wide open look. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. 76ers trailing. Jackson a screen on Curry. Right side Jackson. Pass to Okoro. Embiid. It's good. This game is all even. 25 points for Joel Embiid.
With his diverse offensive game, 7 feet tall, maybe a little north of that, and 280 pounds, Embiid might be the toughest assignment in the league.
Now, here's Watson. 11 points for him in that last game against the Clippers.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's McCain. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Embiid inside. He's covered by Brown. That one is good from Joel Embiid.
Inside, Embiid has almost too many options. A lot of ways he can get it done.
Now here's Curry. It doesn't go for him. A big-time effort for Joel Embiid, providing a lot of energy for the Philadelphia 76ers. A terrific quarter for him, and now he has a total of 27 points. Shouldn't take him long to get up over 30. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Steph, Coach said that you had to make them feel you physically in this game. How important is it to continue doing that in the second half?
That's a big deal. I mean, just being physical and, make the right plays, and then hopefully put ourselves in good position to win.
We'll see what happens. Thanks, Steph. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And we thank you for joining us at halftime. The Golden State Warriors are in a closely contested game.
I'm not seeing their activity on D. Right now, the game is close, but it could turn on them unless they up the effort.
I agree. If they let this slip away, it's because their defense let them down.
All right, and now one of the more highly anticipated topics. Some news about trades to discuss.
Well, the team was looking for another weapon offensively. Hero can obviously shoot with the best of the team. He's streaky, but he can be deadly.
Yeah, Hero believes in himself. You get to see it almost to the point of cockiness. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, I've seen him get into people's heads.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Joel Embiid has been sensational.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Well, in that first half, it was a common occurrence. He got to the stripe time and time again.
The 76ers lead. We've got Brown. Porter is out there with Stephen Curry. Then it's Michael Porter. And Gay is in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. Now here's Porter. Outside Curry. Here's the 3. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Here's McCain. Out to the right wing. Now Embiid. Embiid is just too strong inside.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
High arcing shot. The shot by Curry, no good. And here are the 76ers now. They lead by 1. They get to take on the Blazers at Portland after this one. And that will conclude a 4-game road trip. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, the Sixers have their superstar in Joel Embiid, but Coach Nick Nurse says they have to maximize him in different ways. Nurse said unpredictability is the key. You have to relieve some of the pressure. Guys are overplaying and sending multiple players at him. You have to find easy baskets out of it. Kevin?
Makes a lot of sense, David. Thank you. Now, here's Porter. After the miss from Joel Embiid. Brown sets a screen for Porter. Outside Curry. This one for 3. Sinks the triple. Now it's a 4-point Warrior lead.
You night for Curry in a great rhythm thus far. That's always bad news for the team he's facing.
Now here's Embiid. He started closely. Here's McCain. The 76ers again can't hit it.
Hey, you know, I like the competitive spirit, but when you look at it, I think he rushed that three a little bit because he was trying to get back at his opponent.
Outside Porter. Outside Curry. They set the pick. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 76ers trail by 4. For 3. And the rejection by Curry.
Love seeing the little guy bounce like that. You know, Curry, he doesn't block a lot of shots, but when he does, it gets his teammates amped up.
And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
You know, that's about as good a defensive play as you're going to see. Instant reaction to get a hand on the shot. Beautifully done.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
If you see the clip on the big screen, you know what to do.
And now a glance at the 2K leaderboard with a list of the NBA's top assist men over the past 10 games. On defense, the Warriors. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
First personal foul. First team foul.
For Philadelphia, they have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Through traffic, count it! Oh!
Stronger than he looks. Curry able to take the hit there and finish.
Pass to McCain. Now here's Embiid. Knocked away. Right side, Porter. The kick out to Porter. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got 6 assists now in the game.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Now here's Embiid. He has 29. Pass to Grimes. Just 5 on the clock. Another shot. Here's McCain. Hits the three-point bomb. McCain's got 10 points in the game.
The big man draws so much attention, so Embiid takes advantage of that and finds an open teammate.
Here's Gay. Round with it, and Hachimura picks him up defensively. For the 3. And McCain pulls it down.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
Pass to Tyson. He's looking for Embiid and finds him over Porter. And that one hits back iron. Warriors leading by 3. And here's Porter. 10 points for him. Porter passes to Brown. Porter with it. Outside Curry. Out of bounds. It'll be 76ers ball. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Philadelphia. On Sunday, they'll go up against the Trailblazers in Portland. Then on Sunday, they'll go back home and they'll be hosting the Detroit Pistons.
And for that game against the Nuggets, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
To the paint, here's Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
Dropping the hammer. That's why Embiid looks to get deep inside position.
Now here's Curry. He has 30. Outside Porter. Curry on the wing. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Philadelphia's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Pass to McCain. Embiid from outside. The three, good for Embiid.
And Embiid does have this range. I mean, it's something the defense has to respect.
Brown sets a screen for Porter. Now here's Curry. Porter with the screen for Curry. And the Warriors miss again.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Here's Grimes. 9 points in the game so far.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Porter with it. And Hachimura picks him up defensively. Curry's shot is good.
He's absolutely killing it from outside.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. He's checked in for the Warriors. The 76ers also with a sub. Edwards is checked in. '76ers trailing. Pass to Grimes. Edwards against Porter. Down low. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. We'll take a look at the Warriors. They're way down there in the conference standings, looking for a lot of improvement during the second half of the season.
And seeing where the Warriors are, they haven't looked anything like the team we thought they'd be this year. Still such a long way to go. They could be in line for a long, tumultuous season.
Yeah, that's the sense you get, isn't it? I mean, the important thing is that they don't panic here. Stick to the basics and work out of this slump without trying to do too much at one time.
And what's gotten into him today? This is getting ridiculous.
Edwards, a screen on Markkanen. Pass to McCain. Here's Grimes, guarded by Porter. Lock at 6. Shot, high post. A fresh 14 for Philadelphia. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Now here's Curry. He's got 36. There's a screen by Porter. The shot by Markkanen. Nobody around. That three off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's McCain. Guarded by Porter. Now Embiid. 37 points for him. Gay with the rebound. Right side, Porter. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. That's on Justin Edwards.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And he sinks the second. The 76ers shooting a troubling 38% in the third. Not the finest work of this offense. High post, Embiid. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
I'd like to see Embiid finishing like that. Not afraid to get physical, not backing away from the contact while being fouled.
And Embiid drops them both. Warriors have gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. Pass to Porter. Kicks it out to Markkanen. 5 to shoot. Here's Curry with the three. It's good from long range. Curry's got 39.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
You know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shootout this team.
Out to Edwards. Hachimura setting the big for Edwards. There's the three. The Warriors pull it in. Porter's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Into the lane. Count it. Number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Pass to Embiid. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. Free throws, such an important part of the game. Here are the league leaders in that department. Number 1, Stephen Curry. Lauri Markkanen, third.
Neither one of these guys is going to waste an opportunity from the foul line. They just don't give away points.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And the Warriors making a change here. Podziemski's checked in. Then for the 76ers, Isaiah Jackson comes in for Embiid. And it's Okoro in for Hachimura. Here is Porter. 13 points in the game. Outside Curry. Porter kicks to Curry. Porter with the screen for Curry. Off target from three-point range. The 76ers trail by 5. Pass to McCain. Back to Okoro. Here's Grimes. Three-pointer. They get the rebound. Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Control the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Butler is checked in for the 76ers. And for the 76ers, they're shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. We've got 1:28 left in the third. Pass to Grimes. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Grimes has got it all tied up now for the 76ers. Now, here's Markkanen. Outside Porter. Outside Porter. Shot clock at 6. Markkanen with it. Over Jackson. Markkanen can't get it to go. Porter against Edwards. Butler on the way. 41 seconds left to play in the third. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. And Philadelphia making a change here. Tyson's checked in. There's 39 seconds left here in the third quarter. Porter passes to Markkanen. Outside Curry. Shoots from the baseline. And it's Tyson with the rebound. Tyson's got his 5th rebound in this one. It's Edwards on the wing. He's defended by Podziemski. Jackson passes to Grimes. For the lead. And the last second attempt does not go in for it. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. He's approaching 40 points for him in the game. He's scoring in just about every way possible. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Embiid is out there with Jackson. Then there's Edwards. Then it's Isaac Okoro. And it's Tyson in at the small forward. And a wide open look for Porter. And the 3-ball is good. Porter's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Warriors. Here's Tyson. He's covered by Watson. Jackson has the open look, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now, here's Watson. The screen from Brown to the middle. It's deflected. Embiid with the steal and stolen by Watson. Podziemski on the wing. Covered by Okoro. Porter against Embiid. Brown with a screen on Embiid. 5 on the clock. Here's Porter. Great D that time from Edwards. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. There's the lob to Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
Traps in the tray. Porter's got 19 points.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Okoro setting the pick for Edwards. There's the drive. And good that time.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
Now here's Porter. The screen from Brown. Porter passes to Brown. Edwards against Porter. Pass to Podziemski. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. 76ers have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Edwards with it. The tray. The Warriors pull it in.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Porter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And Porter drops them both.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
Here's Tyson. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Embiid. Now here's Okoro. He's defended by Podziemski. And the dunk by Embiid.
Man, nice to see how Embiid operates in the pick and roll. Knows how to set hard screens as well as where and when to roll.
Podziemski with it, covered by Okoro. Outside Porter. Markkanen sets the pick for Porter. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Pass to Tyson. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
The way they've been able to consistently get past the defense and to the cup has been most impressive. They've almost made it look pedestrian.
And you also have to applaud how they've attacked the interior in this game. A lot of points happening for them in the paint tonight.
And the Warriors making a change here. Gaze checked in, and the 76ers also making a change. Hachimura is checked in, and that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Warriors trail by 3. Here's Porter. Up top, Brown. Back to Porter. Lets it go with the 3. And Okoro pulls it down. The 76ers have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. It's Edwards on the wing. Guarded by Porter. Out to Edwards. Offensive rebound. And Embiid throws it down.
The size and strength of Embiid, he is absolutely mammoth. Really hard to deal with. You may need a couple of guys to box him out.
And Porter, here we go. Brown wide open. He fires. Rebound by the 76ers. Outside Edwards. Back to Okoro. 76ers moving the ball around. That one is good from Joel Embiid.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
Porter against Edwards. And it's Podziemski in the corner. Now the 76ers on the break. Here's Tyson. That one goes in. Tyson's got the lead up to 9 now for the 76ers.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance.
Here is Porter. Long range from the inbound. Nailed from three-point land. Porter's got 16 here in the second half. Philadelphia leading by 5. Here's McCain. It's good.
Yeah, the first half was one to deep 6 or forget. But in the second half, he's looked a lot better.
Outside Curry. Porter finds Curry. And here's Porter. The kick out to Porter. Clock at 6. Outside Curry. Releases. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got his 8th assist here tonight.
He is just self-willing his team right now, doing everything he can to keep them alive.
Here's McCain, guarded by Curry. Pass to Grimes. From outside, off the mark.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Porter, and finished off by Porter.
The adjustments they've made offensively They're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
Embiid with the screen on Curry. Here's McCain, guarded by Curry. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
And it's Golden State's ball. Big stretch here going 10-2. Outside Porter to tie it up. And it's Grimes with the rebound. The 76ers leading by 3. Here's Tyson. And that one drops.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Golden State's gone over and over to the three-point shot in the fourth quarter. 4 of 9. And here's Porter. Curry on the wing. Takes the 3. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Embiid's got his 16th rebound on the night.
Team score.
Philadelphia's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Pass to Grimes. Embiid with the screen on Curry. Here's McCain. Here's Grimes, and the rejection by Curry. Well, a careless foul, and he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. And here we go, coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
You really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's McCain.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
15 foul.
First free throw is good.
McCain taking 2 shots.
He hits both from the stripe. Warriors trail by 8. Porter with it. Outside Curry. Shoots it. And a nice assist from Porter. Curry's got 43 points. Philadelphia shooting it brilliantly here late. 60% from the field. Here's Tyson. Connects from 3-point range. And the 76ers lead by 9.
A total defensive collapse. No reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Porter passes to Curry. Porter with the screen for Curry. Tries it from 19. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got his 18th rebound here tonight. All over the place. Here's Grimes, guarded by Curry. Pass to Grimes. 76ers moving the ball around. Here's Embiid. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
You know, you can't go for the shot fake. As soon as Embiid has you in the air, it's over. You're done.
First free throw is good, and that'll push the lead to double digits. So he gets them both. We've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Now here's Porter, guarded close. Outside Curry. Porter with the screen for Curry. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Here's Philadelphia. They've outscored them 10 points to 2 during this run.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the 76ers.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And now, for the year, this is going to take him to 7 wins. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Joel Embiid.
He was really important under the basket, making the plays down low and getting position to pull in rebounds.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Pass to McCain. From outside the arc, the Warriors pull it in. Porter outside. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all.
Thank you, David. And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony.